So we talked about how a lot of people will come at certain video games for being a Guna game, and then someone um brought up like Love and DeepSpace, how it used to be labeled a Guna game, or people got upset because people talked about it being a Guna game. And what I wanted to mention was that a big part of it could be its advertising in the beginning. How Love and DeepSpace advertising was labeled for it to be a more mature type of game. Now, listen, Gunner is a big word people be using, but it's just the lingo people use. So I think people calling Gunner is just a word people just want to use. A more spicy. I prefer using spicy. Um, Even fan service makes more sense, but like for a female audience, because it's a otome, which means literally being catered to a female audience. Um, that is usually the audience it goes for. But you burnt water. Oh no! When it comes to like male games, like for example, we had also talked about Stellar Blade, why the over sexualization and whatever. Um, the reason why Love and D Space gets this is because that's kind of how it was marketed, and here is an example.
Because this video is sponsored by the spiciest dating game I have ever come across, Love and Deep Space. Love and Deep Space is a 3D dating sim where you step into an interactive sci-fi world that offers a semi-realistic 3D experience with immersive first-person cutscenes and interactions. You embark on an exciting journey to explore unknown civilizations and protect humanity's hope as a deep space hunter in the futuristic city of Lincoln, all while romancing and getting steamy with these hotties. You can experience an intimate, in-bed interactive experience where
Okay, for all y'all watching, where it's like spicy, steamy, is that what does that kind of bring up? Make sure you're using clean words, by the way. But what does that like put in your head, like? Because like that kind of brings up intimacy. Like the game is now rated like 13 plus. It was lowered. Um, but like the game was marketed as a mature type of game. It was marketed towards a older female audience. The romantic love options are all 20 plus.
touch your mans all you want and provoke unique responses with sweet voice messages. There's 3 different insanely handsome and charming guys you can choose from. The cool and stoic surgeon Zane, the cute alien hunter Xavier, and the romantic genius artist Raphael. You can customize your character to replicate your actual appearance or create your dream look with hundreds of makeup choices and voice personalization. Afterwards, go on cute dates where you take selfies, play with claw machines, and fun kitty cards with your date. The graphics of this game are so pretty. I was actually screaming experiencing some of these scenes. Like, yo, look at this.
And you're not worried about me retaliating?
I was surprised this game also has so much more lore, from extraterrestrial monsters, secrets about humanity's future, and the strong bonds and destiny between you and the other characters. New players get 100 pulls and a guaranteed 5-star card for free. So don't wait. Pookie is waiting for you. Embark on your romantic and adventurous journey through the world of Lincoln and use the QR code or click the link in the description to begin traversing Love and Deep Space today. Thank you, Love and Deep Space, for sponsoring.
So the reason why I when you guys bring up mods and XYZ is because I mean I can say the same with like this type of fandom. Like if you look at like the fan art and whatnot, and people who make like the raunchy fan art and so forth, it's like, oh, you could bring up the same case. So like, but the marketing, and this person is not just the only person who did this. There's other people, but this is the one I remember the most, right? And this is the one I was able to dig up. Love in Deep Space was originally catered for a mature audience, a spicy, steamy type of game. Like, yes, it shows off like cute moments, the guys being cute and whatnot. Um, but it shows you being frisky with the guys too. Like, if you saw, like, for example, you were touching the guys while the guy is not wearing a shirt, which I don't know, intimate. I don't know how intimate you're being, but I'm just saying, like, he's not wearing a shirt, like,
want and provoke unique responses.
like why is she tapping there? I'm just saying, like, like the way it's being shown off in there. It's called spicy, steamy, right? Now, yeah, they have cute moments too, but it could be like, hey, you could play it like the sweet way, like, oh yeah, let's just go on fun dates and whatnot, or you could play it where you're being very intimate, but it's just like when you're talking about it in terms of how it was done here, it was shown like it was a more mature type of game, right? And like the allegations come up, it's just like that's literally how it was marketed though. Like, you can't really be modding this game because it's not on PC and whatnot. It's a gotcha mechanic type of game, so you can't do like with Stellar Blade and whatnot. And because they would be losing money if you would just give it outfit, because the main appeal with gotcha games is the outfits, the characters, and whatnot. You only have these 5 characters, and what are you spending your money on? The outfits, having these cool designs. But like, even like, I think I was playing it on stream as a joke. There's a catch-22. Some of the outfits, I was just like, bro, what are you doing? Like, some of the things I was just like, this is for a quote 13-year-old audience. I was just like, bro. I was like, I have a game, right? And like the stuff that was being said was considered inappropriate, and I had a label saying this is not meant for a younger audience. It's preferred to play as older, right? But they are marketed as 13 plus because, that's just what Google gave them, right? But as I mentioned before, you could do cute stuff. You could be playing with the cats. You could be getting the crane game. You learn more about the story. Like, some people are here for the story. They're free to play people. Some people are here for the aesthetics. Some people are like, just playing it for free and whatnot, right? They have a favorite character. Um, you know, some people in the fandom are more very about the aesthetics, and other people are more about the intimate side. So it's very all depend. It's a very dependent type of situation. Um, but if someone was to say, "Oh, this game is catering for like the female gaze or something," could you say that they're wrong? And if you're saying they're wrong, why is that the case? Because like, even the commercial was saying this is a steamy, spicy game. Like, the gaze is showing, like, the Aegyo. This is like the Aegyo, right? This
Touch your man's
touch your man's
all
being
you
the
want and
intimate,
provoke unique
like, touching a certain way, like,
responses with sweet voice messages. There's
and then, I mean, you didn't get to hear the voices.
3 different insanely handsome and charming guys you can choose from. The cool and stoic.
Then you have the personalities. So, um, you could be someone who's like, nah, I'm not there for the looks. I'm there for the personalities. But then someone could be like, well, then why did you play the game to begin with? Why didn't you pick something else? What got you interested in the game? Did you like the gotcha mechanic? Why do you want to keep getting different outfits? Like, it could just be a whole rabbit hole, right? It's just like, what? Because it was 3D? Why didn't you pick a different 3D game? Why did it have to be this game? Is Otome? Why didn't you pick a different Otome? Like, you can see, like, why it could be a whole rabbit hole of, oh, well, you could just do this, oh, you could just do that, you could do this and that and this and that and this and that, right? So that's why I'm saying it's just like it's all very dependent on everything. So yeah. But yeah, like, is it wrong, like, at the end, then are you not allowed to like the game? I never said nothing about that. But moving goalposts, right or no? What do you mean by that? Basically moving goalposts, right or no? I don't know what you mean by that. I think that's what do you mean. Can you expand what you mean by that? So, are you talking about like the questioning? Are you talking about like what's acceptable to them? Is that what you're asking? Like what people will accept and what they won't accept? So, I think that's the main question. It's like what are you personally able to accept? I guess the best way you could put it is why is it okay for you to like this type of game and then you would potentially be offended if someone liked a different type of game? Like, um if you're okay, I think another way to put this, if you're playing this game, right, is it wrong to play this game? I'm not saying it's wrong to play this, right? But let's just say it's just like, oh, you're playing this game because this is what you want in a guy or something like that, right? Or this is your romantic fantasy in a guy, right? Which is not the case, but I'm just saying that's what people could assume, right? You would be upset that they're assuming that, right? But then if that's what you're saying about someone who's playing a game about Stellar Blade, it's like, but then you just get upset when someone made that assumption about you for playing Love in DeepSpace. It's just like, but why did you get upset at me for saying you like Love in DeepSpace and you're spending your money on Love in DeepSpace, but you're gonna get upset at me for playing my game if I'm doing virtually the same thing? Does that make sense? I think that's what it is. It's like, yes, that's what it is. It's like, if you're allowed to enjoy this, then I should be allowed to enjoy it. Like, as long as it's not hurting someone or it's like a wrong promotion or something, like, like, we're not gonna get into that type of argument, but like, you know, there would be certain stuff, but like, let's just say the whole consenting adult situation, right? Let's just say like these games are adult 18 plus, like, and these are 18 plus, right? So that's just all I'm saying, right? So that's what I'm just saying. It's just like if you don't like it, then don't play it. But if someone else likes it, and then if you could be like, you know what, I don't like the game, you guys could have a civil conversation about, then go right ahead. But it's just like, oof. Because like for me personally, I don't like the Switch 2. I don't like what they're doing with the Switch 2. Some people are loving the Switch 2. I will like be like, oh, I hate the Switch 2. But I'm not gonna be like people are not like people are uh big dum dums or something like that because they bought the Switch 2. I'll be like, dang, that's gonna affect us. I'll be like, that's gonna affect us for liking the like for because they're gonna get away with Switch 2 stuff. But at the end of the day, we speak with our money. So So it is what it is. So yeah, that's all there is to say with it. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good one. I hope I made sense. So with that being said, you guys take care. So love you.